Once again, welcome you all in my continuation lecture of marketing concepts of retail management. Today's topic is advantages, disadvantages, and the process, or we can say the flow chart of a segmentation where the buying process involved. So let's start with the topic. First, we have to understand what are the advantages of segmentation. As in a previous lecture, we have done the requirement of segmentation and the types of segmentation. So now what are the advantages of segmentation? So main advantages of this lies in a better understanding of the consumer needs and the behavior so that a marketer can plan accordingly. So it can help us to understand the potential customers. Means in a whole or the mass market, we have to find it out which one has will be the our potential customer. But when we focused on a segment or with the help of the segmentation, we find it out a target customer and in which the potential customers are there and which are going to use our product or the service. Pay proper attention to the particular areas. In that, we have to concentrate on a particular group rather than the mass group, and so that we can save our many things like our resources and our intelligence. The formulate marketing programs. As per that, we can formulate the marketing program so that we can convey our information or the message to our target or the segment properly. Select channels of the distribution. Now we will select as per our requirement or the consumer's requirement of the channel of distribution and what will be the channel of distribution. Now understand the competition. For that, we can find it out who is the our actual competitor and what kind of the beneficial things or what can be the things or the strategies we have to use for our competitors so that we can win the market. Now, use the marketing resources efficiently. As I told, advertise the product and the launch sales promotion programs. Design the marketing mix. The marketing mix is what we will discuss in a few future or the further lectures also. What is the marketing mix? But in short, we can find it out. It is the combination of the things which you are offering to the consumer. Means it can be the what will you offer the product, in which price, at which place, and what can be the promotion strategies for that, and the P's are also added for the service sector. Now the merchandising decision, what can be that what kind of a decision means that who will going to be distribute this, who will going to be promote, and what kind of who is the merchandiser, who will be the retailer, and all that. So this kind of a decisions involved, it will be helpful with the help of the segmentation. Now the positioning, you can position your product in the mind of customer so effectively with the help of segmentation. Now there are of course, everything has a pros, so ultimately that also have the cons. So there are the limitation of the segmentation, lack of information and the data. Some markets are poorly researched with the little information about the what customers want. This can be the very big problem. Means if the information or data are not properly find it out, or it will be if it is lacking, so it will be the big problem for the our offering the services to our customers. Now the difficulty in measuring and predicting the consumer behavior. So humans don't all behave in the same way all on the time. Hard to reach customer segments once identified. It is one thing spotting a segment, it is another reaching target customers with an effective marketing message. So these will be the certain limitation of the segmentation. Now the flow chart of a segmentation process. The first and the very basic step is to analyze the needs of the customer. What will be the need of customers? You have to identify it, or if you wanted to launch your product or the service, so you have to generate the need to in the life of the customer. So you have to identify the needs of the customers. Now analyze the characteristics of the consumers. Means you have to find it out what kind of a characteristics, what kind of a behavior, what kind of a lifestyle the consumers are using, so that you can portray your product as per the characteristics the consumer possesses, so that the combination or the connection developed with the product or service to the consumer is a more prominent. Now the disaggregate the consumers into the suitable segment. Now you can put as per the characteristics in a suitable segment to the consumers can be possible to put in a suitable segments. Now the formulate different market mix for the different segment. It is not possible or it is not good to each kind of a mix is used for the each and every individual, because we are saying that we are creating the homogeneous group, but that groups are separated or heterogeneously separated with each and every one. So the marketing mix is also as per the consumers lie and that segment. Now the feedback of the various segment, of course we always, the marketers always have to work on the feedback, because if we don't get the feedback, so we can, how it is possible to correct ourselves. Okay, and how we will work on to satisfy our consumers. Now select the higher potential segment. And after doing all such analysis, we can find it out the suitable segments where our product lie and which we offer in a properly with the proper mix also. Now the requirements for the segmentation. Requirements, what kind of things required when you are doing the segmentation. So the identifiable, the first one is the identifiable. The differentiating attributes of the the segment must be measurable so that they can be identified properly. Means if you are dividing the population on the gender wise or on the basis of income wise or on the basis of whatever the things you are considering for dividing the segments, so that features or that attribute should be properly identifiable and measurable. Now, relevant and the accessible, the segments must be reachable through the communication. Means you can communicate your talk to that partner group. Now, what are the some criteria that can be used to ensure that a segment has the utility? Means it's a questionable. The thing utility or the questionable, it is overlapped here. So the criteria where you find it out your product or means what will be the utility of that segment and what your product is offering. Now the unique needs or the substantial, first we look at this. The segments should be sufficiently large to justify the resources required to target them. Means it should be measurable. It is not like that two people you taken the 2 or 4 people and create a segment. No, it is not like that. It should be sufficiently large so that the measure or the things or the feedback or the things we are getting from that segment is authenticate. Now, the unique needs to justify the separate offerings, the segments must respond differently to different marketing mixes. Now, durable, the segments should be relatively stable to minimize the cost of recurrent changes. Now, here are the alternative strategies for segmentation is also there. We can say the strategies used for segmentation. Here you can find it out the 3 diagram based on the basis of the segmentation creation. The undifferentiated, or we can say the mass marketing, differentiated, or we can say the segmented marketing, or the concentrated, that is the niche market. The first one you can see here the full circle, and there is a no separation or a no separation or division is here. Means you are focusing on, or your strategies are focusing on the undifferentiated, means the whole mass group. And where in a same in a second diagram you find it out, there are the division of with the help of the lines, and the 3 segments are concentrated here. Means these are the segments which we are focusing, means we are offering this our strategies or the product to that particular segments only. And the niche is totally different. Here are the some description about the strategies we are using with the examples. So undifferentiated, the sending the same promotional message to everyone. You are using the promotional campaigns or the advertisement for a same message with the whole population. The example is promoting the city as a historic destination by placing ads in a widely read newspapers. Means you are offering the advertisement of a historic place or the for the point of a tourist purpose. So in a commonly readable newspaper, and which will be read by the most of the population. It is the mass promotion. Now differentiated, it comes into the segmentation. So designing a promotional message that communicates the benefits desired by a single specific segment. Now taking the same example, promoting the city as a historic by targeting elderly members of historical societies by placing ads in their newsletters. Now we use the here the newsletters for targeting elderly person. Okay, for that, because they wanted to learn about the historic place, and they wanted to know, and they wanted to go there also. So this is the focusing on the particular segments. Now the concentrated one, designing the more than one promotional message with each communicating different benefits. Also targeting families by communicating a promotional message about the importance of children learning history. In first, the ad is on the common newspaper, for example, the Dainik Bhaskar. In second segments, here the newsletters, you can see there, the focus is also on the elder persons, so that they understand the things, and only then they wanted to find it out some benefit, so that they can visit that historical places. And in a niche marketing, they focuses on the family, because if the family go there, so that the kids, so they are promoting as the family advertisement, as well as the kids pointing, they can learn the historic places and the stories about that, and they can get attention and interest in that also. So the learning is also there, the knowledge is also there, and so that the roaming is also there, that the family go and enjoy there. So the lots of other benefits or the business can be find it out there. So this is about the today's lecture. So I'm ending up here. So thank you for listening me patiently, and will we meet